Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. One-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still come on top. I got God on my side. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work.
For a ride, shouldn't be this open. Come on now, just swallow your pride. Let love swell so wrapped up in your touch. Be sure, don't show your mind. Feeling so warm, I know it's cold outside, but here we're hot enough. Giving it to this crush of mine. Feeling like you're my perfect type. Give it up to this crush of mine. Feeling like you're my perfect type. Feeling like you're my perfect type.
Hello, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It is your boy Blue Games, back for another Friday night flight. We back in business today, flying corporate. We'll be flying in the Citation X, headed to Puerto Rico today. Let me go ahead and get the screen up for you guys. We're sitting here in the flight deck of the beautiful Citation X, one of my favorite interiors of the older age of infinite flight. Let me get everything else up on screen, get ready. It's gonna be about an hour and a half flight today-ish, hour and a half to 2 hours, but definitely pack some extra fuel if you're joining us today. I am flying a whole lot earlier than I usually do, so I do understand if some of you guys can't join us today. That is all good, no hard feelings there. Let me just get my stream stuff up. And there it is. Dope. Check it out. I got my Puerto Rico shirt on today. We're flying from Marathon in the Florida Keys down to Puerto Rico. Should be a pretty dope as heck flight. Looking forward to it, guys. So let's get started because I don't have a ton of time. I was kind of not expecting to be able to stream it all today, and so I'm kind of squeezing in to this tight slot that I got open for today before I gotta head out. I actually gotta take my mom to the hospital. I want to say thank you guys for your thoughts and prayers for her. She is getting better, and just keep on keeping her in your thoughts and prayers because the battle is not over. You know how cancer is. So I'm taking to the hospital just for something real small today. Not a big deal today. But thank you guys on Instagram for all the encouragement you guys have been giving me. I just want to say thank you for that. So anyways, yes, Florida Keys Marathon International. Flight plan's already set. So if you want to, again, fly with us, you can either copy the flight plan from YouTube, or you can copy it from in-game right here. Let's make it happen. Let's get started. I am gonna go ahead and turn on our seatbelt signs, nav lights, beacons, and we will actually kill the music here while we start this thing up. I'll do some shout outs as well. We have a good length of time for our flight, so I don't want to spend too much time on the ground getting ready to go. So I'll do shout outs then. We do have VIPs on board, so I'll shout you guys out as well. All right, what do I need to do first? I don't have a checklist on hand, but seatbelt signs are on, smoking signs are on, nav lights are on, beacon lights are on. We're ready to move. We can actually push back in this plane. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, we are on Unicon. There's no ATC out here in Florida in the Keys right now, so that is okay. We'll be expecting runway 07. Let's go ahead and do pushback. I don't really know if we really needed to do that. Push back to the right here just slightly because we're gonna be going to our left to get on the runway. Yeah, we didn't need to push back at all. Oops. We definitely didn't need to push back. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. Already making mistakes. Let's start the engines up. Engine 2 and engine 1. Go ahead and set our initial altitude for 12,000. And those engines should be firing up. I don't hear them. Unless they're really freaking quiet. Okay, here it comes. It is really quiet. All right, we go flaps 5 for takeoff. Trim. We're gonna go with 10. I haven't flown this thing in a while, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not a tutorial. This is just us getting up in the air and hopefully landing safely. I haven't looked up the citation for infinite flight. All right, I think we're good. We'll hit release parking brakes. We will go ahead and announce that we are taxiing to runway 07.
The Florida Unicorn, Blue 116, taxiing to runway 7.
All right, you should not be getting an echo.
Cargolux 8387 Heavy, taxiing to runway 7.
The Florida
And we're rolling already. Haven't even given any power yet.
Lima Yankee, taxiing to runway 7.
The Florida
Your 7 will be off our left, so we should actually be first in line if we get out here in time. We'll give it a little bit more power so we can get it on the go. Again, you guys are always welcome. You guys have hit me up on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, asking if you could fly with me, and sometimes my availability is not always the easiest to work with when it comes to planning out flights together. So I always tell you, when we do our Friday night flights or our general infinite flight streams, you can always join in. But other than that, if you do want to join in on a flight with us, definitely just join the Discord, because I always post on my Discord when I'm going up, whether we're going up in a group or if I'm flying by myself. I let you guys know to give you guys the opportunity to fly with me and with us. So we organize that on Discord channel, so slide by there for that. So we're taxiing runway 07, flying a Citation X today from Marathon, Florida Keys to San Juan. Again, it's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hour flight. Just for the flight, I would add maybe a half hour to even more if it's really busy in San Juan. It's early. It's earlier than I usually stream. It's pretty early for the Friday night flight as well. I think it's actually morning in most of the United States. Actually, all of the United States, it's morning, and in Europe, it's probably like afternoonish, like late afternoon maybe. And I think only place that is actually nighttime is like in freaking India maybe, and Australia. I'm not really sure, in Hawaii. So if you guys are watching from there, you are actually watching from the future. But all right, we are about ready to go. I'm just gonna check the last couple things here. All right, altitude looks good. Trim is okay. Flaps are straight. All right, we're looking like we're good to go, guys. Man, horrible taxi drive though. I didn't realize that the line was that short. No Friday night flights on today. I had a different jam for the intro today. All right, let's get started. We got a long flight to do. Announcing takeoff runway 07, departing. We're going east. Yeah, east. We should have a tailwind as well.
Unicorn, Blue 116 is taking off runway 7, departing east.
All right, calibrating the screen. Strobe lights and landing lights. November 116 Bravo, aka Blue 116. Taking off runway 07, departing to the east. Marathon traffic. Alright, so there are plenty of parking spots here. It's a small little airport, but there's plenty of parking here for if you want to fly an A320, an ERJ, CRJ, Citation, TBM. It's up to you guys. Never forced to fly what I'm flying. Alright, looks like we got the nose trying to line up down a runway. We have like no wind. Giving it throttle. And we are rolling. There's 60 knots. 80. 100 knots. And rotating. That was a really slow as heck rotation, right? Again, I haven't flown this plane for a while, so as I was pulling the nose back, I was still getting a feel for it. I wanted to make sure I didn't yank it back. Alright, so we fly runway heading as of now. Did we get some altitude?
Florida Unicum. Hotel India Bravo Lima uniform is taking off runway 7.
Flying over the
Departing
beautiful water off the Florida coast. As you can see how far on our GPS, our first waypoint's off to our right. So we can actually go ahead and intercept that now. Still flying it by hand. I mean, why not? That's 2,000. Pulling the nose down. Be careful, this thing is fast. Once I take those flaps away, the thing's gonna turn into a rocket ship. Look at that. So again, same rules apply. Do not speed faster than 250 knots, under 10,000. Oh my gosh, I forgot the gear again. Thank you so much. Alright, now we're really gonna go fast. So I'm gonna hit auto throttle. Of course. It wouldn't be a stream if somebody didn't freaking call me. Oh my god, I hate that. That really, really makes me upset. Alright, anyways. Continuing. Thank you guys for reminding me of the gear. How do I forget that? That's like such a simple thing. It's like basic takeoff procedure. You just put the gear up as soon as you rotate. Like, what the heck? It's the second stream I've forgotten to put the gear up. Yeah, now you got, I don't know, you're probably late, but now the gear is up, guys. Don't worry. Alright, 240 knots as of now. I'm gonna go to 245. We're on a heading to intercept the flight plan. I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see it a bit better. Still climbing, coming up on 5,000 and 100 feet. You can see our nose is really not pointed that high. Like, we're only at, what's this, about 8 degrees. Oh, I just passed it, crap. Only like 8 degrees on the climb, but we're climbing at 3,200 feet per minute. That's how fast this thing is. Alright, so leaning to the left here. And I'm just going to try to intercept the... not that important. I mean, we'll eventually go on to nav mode anyways, but just trying to get ourselves on course here. I start roads. Okay, we're about to fly. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm not flying. I'm not gonna just try to fly the magenta line. There's no flight director, so it's like not impossible, but it's very difficult to stay right there. Especially like if I zoom out, we're on it. There we go. Boom. Okay. Alright, so fly right here. Alright, let's do a check. Gear is freaking up. Can't believe I forgot that again. Gear is up. Let's see. Landing lights will stay on until we pass 10,000 feet. Our speed is under control. We're still flying the plane by hand. And you guys always ask if I use a joystick or anything like that. Well, I don't. As you can see right here, my hand on screen, I controlling with the tilt function with my iPhone. There's still 8,000. We've slowed our climb up quite a bit. Trying to make just very small adjustments with my hands on the tilt, but like a lot of times it's kind of exaggerated, or I'm exaggerating it too much, and that's why you're seeing such big changes in my vertical speed from like 4,000 to 2,500 to 3,000. Really small plane, so it's a pretty sensitive plane as well. Like, it doesn't take much input to make this thing turn or go up or go down. Alright, there's 10,000 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and go into heading mode first. That'll lock us in our current heading, and then I'm gonna hit nav, and that will send us on our way. Also gonna hit altitude, which it did not seem to like. Don't know why it's on negative vertical speed. We were well below 12,000. So I'm gonna today. So flight plan. No, usually you would brief the flight plan on the ground, but we just don't have a lot of time today. So I'll be climbing. Climbing at about 250 knots until past 10,000. Then we'll switch to 300 knots. We'll continue our climb all the way up to 43,000 today. One of my favorite things about business jets is that how high and fast you can go in these planes. I thought about doing 45,000. You can do 45,000 if you want. Matter of fact, this plane has a service ceiling of 51,000, which I don't even know if it's legal to fly that high. I'm not sure. Maybe some of you guys know. But yeah, we'll be going to 43,000 feet today. I'm gonna go ahead and change my vertical speed there, and I'm gonna go ahead and speed up. There we go. All right, now we'll turn off the landing lights. Leave the seatbelt signs on for now, and I'm gonna turn my hood off. I'll turn it back on for now. We'll turn it off when we get to cruise. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a lot of the Citation jets are I don't know how to. It's an acquired taste as far as how it looks visually. Like, it doesn't look bad. Like, this is not new. I'm not reviewing this plane. I'm just saying. I don't know. The nose is kind of like that. But it's not an ugly plane in my opinion. It's just not. The wings are just so big and has like a little bitty body. So yeah, sorry we didn't get a better view of the Florida Keys on the way out. I was kind of in the interior view the whole flight, or the whole climb out. And I've also not been looking at chat since we've been flying by hand. So if there's anything that you guys were saying, or besides the gear that I did not see, go ahead and say that now, because I'm glancing at it now. Giovanni, what's up, man? Yeah, if you want to join the flight, all you got to do is load into the expert server wherever we are. So Marathon is where we are today. Kilo, okay, what is it again? Kilo Tango Mike Hotel, KTMH. There may still be some people departing there, as it looks that they are. So it's not too late if you want to join like right now. But yeah. That's all you gotta do. I mean, I don't have any requirement to join my streams, just that you be on expert server and that you be respectful. That's about it. What up, Hugo? Yeah, I feel like it just wouldn't make sense to fly at 51,000 feet. I feel like it'd be cool to fly 51,000 feet, but I'm pretty sure there's some other issues up there. Speaking of issues, there was a little bit of turbulence, but I think there was just one little bump in the air. But yeah, this plane has such massive engines, bro. Massive engines. Yeah, infinite time lapses is a Citation. You cannot get this plane mistaken for anything else because it doesn't look like any other plane. When you see this plane, it screams Citation. You can't say Gulfstream, you can't say Premier, you can't say Challenger. Like, nothing else really has this specific design. What up, M16? Good to see you, man. Hello, Seneca, Ewo, Pacific Aviation. Hold on, where are my VIPs? I got some VIPs who were in here early. Let's shout you guys out first while we're climbing out of here. Let's see, who was it? All right, Jet Aviation is today's VIP. He is one of our VIPs on board for this corporate retreat. Also, we got Beast 3, all the way from, I think he said Japan? Yes, all the way from Japan. Says it's like the middle of the night. I'm not sure if he's still in here, but when we first started, he was in here before we even started, he was in here and in chat. So shout out to those guys. Skyhawk Pro Flight Gaming, what's up, man, as well. And Thomas, and Jay's Aviation, Ice Spike, No Sino, Myro, Muhammad, Alex, Mike, what's up, Mike? Arnie, cool guy, funny videos, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue RWY family. Appreciate the support, my friend. Ars Tot Emperor. What up, man? Firework incredible. Let's see who else we got. Luke Els. What up, man? And of course, Giovanni I've already talked to. And just Yarn, welcome back as well. But yeah, so what I was saying in the beginning is that, yeah, it's like early morning here. My voice hasn't even completely come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, like early in the morning when you first wake up and like you ain't said a word to nobody. Like literally my first words today were, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Blue. That's literally my first words today since I've gotten out of bed. So, which is funny. My voice might be a little bit deeper. I don't know. But I'm kind of expecting more of a chill stream. I'm hoping. I say that sometimes. It's funny. I say I'm hoping for a chill stream that ends up being like super busy. So who knows? I'm just hoping for a good stream with very few issues to deal with because just gonna hang out and chill, chat with you guys. Alright, let me get. I want to move the chat up a bit. This too though. If you join, no, you do not have to use a citation. I mentioned this earlier. This is pretty much the same case for all of my streams in case I specifically say, hey, I want to do a flight with this specific plane. But you guys are free to fly whatever you want. You do not have to fly a citation. You can fly TVM, you can fly A320 like it's in the flyer for Infinite Flight this week. Whatever. We are flying to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico receives all types of aircraft. So it's not like a tiny airport. We're flying to San Juan International. I expect to see some really beautiful islands on our way though. You can kind of see them off in the distance off a wingtip, but they're pretty far. We should be seeing some really nice islands that we're flying over. Speaking of that, wow, look right ahead of us. Look how that water dramatically changes. That's crazy. So we did or Infinite Flight did another Friday Night Flight theme. I don't know how long ago, but it was about a year, maybe over a year ago. Named the same thing as this one, Corporate Retreat, and we flew the Citation from somewhere to like Alaska. I don't exactly remember. So like this is again, they're doing another corporate retreat, which is cool. I think that's a kind of cool like role play concept that you're flying on a business trip on some of the like business airlines. So like you got the Citation, you have the Airbus with the charter whatever livery, you got the Boeing with the business liveries, whatever you want to fly. It's kind of cool like getting outside of the airline bubble where you have to fly for a specific airline and instead you fly charter, you fly for a private company. Thomas, you flew from San Juan to Luxembourg. Is that something you did last night? 'Cause I know you were talking about doing a overnight long haul last night. Is that what you ended up doing? What's up, Hamza? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Right? You love how my chair just sits in this tiny little plane. Dark Lightning, what up, bro? You going to Dallas? Sounds good, man. Dark Lighting, yes, I did see your name. And Matt. Larry Schwartz, what app do I use to see aircraft flight specs? You can use freaking Wikipedia, my friend. If that's what you mean, like, and you want to know like cruise altitude and weight and all that type of stuff, Wikipedia has a lot of that. But what I usually just search is I'll just go on Google and like today I searched Citation, what did I search? Citation something, Citation aircraft specs or Citation performance data, like things like that. That'll get you in the right direction if you're curious about those things for whatever reason. But there's many reasons to want to know what the performance data is, because you want to know maybe what altitude to cruise a specific plane at, You may want to know how fast to fly it. You may want to know for just different reasons. I know Yarn, you've been saying that for a year, man. Looking forward to you finally getting in from your flight. I'm gonna be honest with you, Yarn. You have been such a dedicated, like, I mean, I'm sure you've been a part of the Infinite Flight community as a whole, and not just my stream, I assume. But you've been around. I've seen your name over and over for a long time, and it's just crazy to me that you don't even have this game yet. Like, I am surprised. AS Nafis, we're flying to Puerto Rico. Oh, cruising speed will be Mach 0.86, guys. Mach 0.86. Let's go do that now. And I'm gonna just kind of watch it because I know we can get to Mach 0.86. I just don't know. We'll just make sure that we're not going to be over speeding. I'm not sure where the red line is. Matter of fact, today we may actually fly a little bit faster than our planned cruise for the sake of time. So the island you see up ahead of us, that is actually the southern tip of the Bahamas. That right there. Alright, here comes Mach 0.86 right here. So we'll hold Mach 0.86 in the climb until we get to 43,000. We'll see where we end up. I'm actually going to stay on the interior view for a little while, guys, so that I can make sure that we don't end up speeding. Last thing you want is a violation in Friday Night Flight. That would suck, right? Actually, you guys can't see that because my camera's in the way. Yeah, so there you go. That is going to be the Bahamas right there. You can see our yoke is kind of going side to side because it's a little bit bumpy out here. But we should have a tailwind. Like, we have a 60 knot tailwind right now. Current flight time 17 minutes, and we have 1 hour and 30 ETE. But that's going to drop once we get up higher and get faster. No problem, Hamza. You can always ask questions like that. So you're new to organized flight plans. Can anybody teach me what this is and how to read it? So it says climb 250/300/086. What that means, and we usually use that in our flight plans, is that climbing below 10,000 feet, you're going to be climbing at 250 knots max. Matter of fact, I would say climb at about 240 to 45, because in some aircraft it'll shoot straight past 250, and if it does it for long enough, you will get a violation. So to play it safe, I would do like 245, but we usually put 250 because everybody knows, or most people know, that you cannot go faster than 250 knots under 10,000 feet. Once you get past 10,000 feet, you will go 300 knots. That's what the second after the slash, it says 300. So that's what that means. 300 knots as you're climbing above 10,000 feet until you get to about 28,000 feet, where your indicated airspeed, which is like the speed you set it to. So right now, you see right here, we have Mach 0.86, Mach 0.85. Right now that shows as Mach 0.86, but below 28,000 feet, that will actually show as like knots, like 300, 280, whatever. So once you get past 10,000, you'll change that from 250 to 300 knots. And once you get to 28,000 feet, or wherever the Machs change, you'll change it to your final cruise speed, which for us today is Mach 0.86. And then on the descent, it's the exact same thing backwards. So as you're descending, you continue the same speed you're cruising at until you get to, below Mach speeds. You go to 300. Then once you get actually right above 10,000 feet, you want to make sure to give yourself maybe a couple thousand feet of buffer to get your speed down 250 knots, because you cannot go below 10,000 feet faster than 250 knots, or you will get a violation. You'll get multiples depending on how long you stay there. I hope I'm explaining that clearly, and obviously we'll be doing that today, so you can watch as I do it. But that is what that means for who was that asked again? Mr. Hamza, and anybody else who may be wondering, because I know not everybody knows what that means. Mach 0.89 is good, says Dark Lightning. We may do that. I'm gonna wait till we get to cruise to decide that, though. Personally, again, spacing as well, guys. Make sure that we maintain spacing. We are in smaller aircraft, but they're still pretty fast. So, you know, 8 to 10 miles, probably 5 would be okay, honestly, in this plane. 5 to 10 mile spacing would be great between each person. And if you don't know how far 5 to 10 miles is, you can always go into your settings and turn on name tags or whatever it's called. So yeah, that will actually show you how far each plane is from each other. It's really helpful. And the cool thing is, I don't feel like stressed to turn it off anymore, because now I can go back in my replay mode and rewatch things with it. I'm actually gonna go to the wing view here. I thought the wing view was gonna be quiet, but it definitely wasn't. Was wondering about takeoff speeds, flaps, gears, etc. I believe actually on Infinite Flight's forums you can find that information, because sometimes it can be slightly different for Infinite Flight than it is in the real world, but they try to be as close as possible as they can. But I would just do that, Larry. Just search that, search citation takeoff speed, and you'll probably find everything there. My current vertical speed is 2,000 feet per minute. Giovanni got the game 3 days ago, already grade 2 and very close to grade 3, so I could join your flight maybe next Friday. Sounds good, man. Yeah, man. First of all, congratulations on having Infinite Flight. Welcome to the family, man. And yeah, look forward to having you with us hopefully next Friday or sooner, depending on what day I decide to stream Infinite Flight next. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I was actually thinking to stream Infinite Flight yesterday. I was talking with my moderators. We actually were trying to plan out a flight for me to stream yesterday because I did not think I was going to be able to stream today. It just did not work out for me to stream yesterday either. And then I found out what the Friday night flight was. And it's like, dang it, man, I always miss the good ones. Like the last one I missed was the African one, and I have not flown in Africa in freaking ever. So I was like, dang it, man. And so now I was like, you know what? I'm not going to miss it. I'm going to try to stream early and get it in. I'm like way behind on chat. Let me just skip forward. I do not use a joystick, Kumi Lee. No, KTMH, not KTHM. Is it? Yes, KMTH, Kilo Mike Tango Hotel is where we took off from. And we are, yep, we're at cruise now. And you guys said we go to Mach 0.8, what? 9? Let's see. I think we should be good at Mach 0.89. It is bumpy right now, though, guys. I'll tell you. Seatbelt sounds are staying on today. Did we turn the land lights off? We did. All right. I personally have never been inside of a business jet before. Like, not even on the ground. No, I haven't. And it's always kind of been a dream of mine to do that. To not only get inside of one, but do a trip and a jet like this or similar. All right, let's not just fly over the scenery like it's not there, because it's nice looking. It's white as heck, but it's nice. Leaf 001, good to see you, man. Do I have my oxygen mask on? No, sir. This plane does have automatic pressurization. What? Where did you find? Hugo be finding these facts ain't nobody heard about. According to something called FAR. Just kidding. According to the FAR. I'm not going to read the thing. It says above 35,000 feet MSL. One member is required to use an oxygen mask at all times. I have never heard of that. Never heard of that. I don't know what that pertains to, my friend. because I've watched a lot of, for example, Premier One driver, and I ain't never seen nobody on his flight wearing an oxygen mask, and I haven't heard him mention it either. And he flies a Premier at like 45,000 feet on the regular, so I don't know. No problem, quarterback. So yeah, so on our left wing right now, we're flying over the southern tip of the Bahamas. We might, I think, yeah, if you look, I'm actually going to put the tip of my wing, my left wing, so right, actually I'm going to, see I can put the tip of my left wing on it, so right there, okay, you can't see that, but over there, that little bitty blue spot way off in the distance, that's actually Nassau, Bahamas. I have been there. I haven't been to this part of the Bahamas, but I've been way up there. Okay, so now that we are at our cruise, we're going to go ahead and go with Mach 0.89. I think that's plenty fast enough. That's going to have us ETE, estimated time en route of 1 hour and 18 minutes. At this speed, our ground speed is 568 knots. We're at 43,000 feet. We have a 75 knot tailwind, and I actually may check windy.com to see if we can get to an altitude that may have even stronger winds that get us there even faster. But this is like a chill day, a chill stream, but it's not a day where I can really be around forever, and I'm already expecting delays to land in Puerto Rico because it's going to be busy. And it's a pretty interesting runway. The way the runways go like this, so it's almost like a crossing approach, but the runways don't actually cross, just the approaches intersect. So I'm not sure how they're handling that. Maybe they're only going to use one runway for takeoff, one runway for approaches, but who knows. I was gonna search something, I don't even remember what it was. Faz, Monty, good to see you, man. Universe of Lemon, yes I am flying again. Outra vez. $43,000. Shoot, I honestly would like to go higher than this. Oh yeah, windy.com, I thought I was gonna do. So windy.com is a website that allows you to basically look at the entire world map and see which direction the winds are going, and you can even change the altitudes. Matter of fact, since we're cruising, and I mean, I kind of like showing you guys my screen because it just kind of gives you another element of like what's going on. So I'm gonna do that. So give me a second, I'm gonna move the chat out of the way. Quick behind the scenes look. I'm only using one display, so I can't like move things out of the way, blah blah blah. So here we go. Alright, check it out. Looking at my screen. And this is windy.com. I've shown this before, this is nothing new. But for people who don't know, I'm actually gonna go to the right side of the screen and scroll this up or drag this up to 45,000. We're at 43. It gives us 39,000 and 45. So do 45,000. We're down here. Here's Puerto Rico, San Juan. It's 86 degrees right now. We took off out of Key West, technically. It's 77 degrees. Very nice. It's always nice out here. It's always summer in this part of the world, for sure. So these are our winds. If I click anywhere, I believe it'll show us that we have a 76 knot wind from the west. That's west to east. We're currently like right here over Congo Town. And so 74, and that is pretty close. We're at 77 in game. So it's gonna pretty much be the same all the way. Oh, 81 up here. So it's kind of gonna be, I don't think changing our altitude is actually gonna help us any. 75, 74. Did I go too far? No, okay. We probably won't fly directly over the Dominican Republic. We'll fly just to the south of it. So yeah. What's up, Awesome Pilot? Good to see you, man. Alright, so it's not giving me any wind information out here. Aviation Fun, hello, I am grade 1, flight time 12 hours and 5 minutes. What's up, man? Good to see you. I'm curious, once I get back, we're gonna do some talking about flight time. We will talk about the 777 as well, guys. I'm gonna bring that up. Somebody did ask about that. I did not ignore that question. Oh wait, just because I clicked on this, that's why. There we go, 46 knots over San Juan. Yeah, so as we get close to the airport, the wind is gonna die down. Let's see, are there any strong winds? So check this out. Over here, this would be a good time, a really good time to fly from Hawaii to like the US, because Hawaii is out here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, Hawaii's here. Actually, no, I take it back. This will be a good time to do a long haul from Japan. Check this out. Check this jet stream out from Japan. Look how much. Let's see what the winds are. 53 knots. Okay, that's not what I thought it'd be. 40, 63, 61. Wow, in the yellow, 144 knot wind from the southwest. That is crazy. Like you would make, you could probably do the Japan trip, Japan to San Francisco, in like half the time that you usually would do it. That's crazy. And that actually goes all the way down to San Diego. And that's your forecast for today. I'm just kidding. Anyways, back to game. Yeah, I like looking at that kind of stuff. It actually does help with flight planning. If you're trying to plan a long haul, you want to cover more distance in less time. If you follow the winds, you'll get there a lot quicker than if you're flying against the wind. So, for example, I'm not showing the map anymore, but if you were to fly from like the UK or Europe to America right now, it would take you a lot longer than if you were flying from the US to the UK, because the winds are going from the southwest. So yeah, from southwest to the east, which, you know, but yeah. Anyway, there's a little information for you guys, for you, some of you newer people who are just joining and just learning about flight simulation. I know we have a good variety of people here, people who've been around a long time. People been doing flight sim for a long time. Maybe you guys are now X-Plane, and some of you guys have done Infinite Flight for a while, grade 5. Wow, look at that. That looks amazing. Time for that scene view. What's that very high altitude, Hugo? What were you talking about? Larry says, South Africa flight, Port Elizabeth to Cape Town. Great mountain views. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do that one. You know me, I like the mountain views. And I've been honestly itching to fly in Africa. I think I might do a whole tour out there, honestly. We have to make that happen. I've been thinking about doing that for a long time. FaZe, you're flying from London to, looks like Baltimore, Washington. Piraby, what's up, man? Alright, so what was I going to talk about? Let's do the flight hours later. Let's talk about the 777. Don't go to 4400. It's very turbulent. Thanks, Sean, for the note 10. 777. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I know I really like first thing is I like the fact that Infinite Flight did the poll. That was a smart move. I'll be honest. That was a smart move on their end. It brought them a lot of attention. It made it did good. I feel like it did a lot of good things beyond just the poll itself. Like, it got the community involved. Communities like to be involved. Not many games allow the community to actually choose what the next features are going to be. One game that did do it actually was Insurgency. Insurgency, if you guys know, is a shooting game. They did a similar thing. It wasn't a poll, I don't think. They had like a few features, and they were like, hey, let us know what you guys want to see us working on next. Oh wow, look at the turbulence, is crazy at 43,000 feet. Hope you guys you might need an oxygen mask or a brown bag, or one of those. That just looks gorgeous, man. I love flying out here. But Anyway, so beyond all that, I like it was a really good marketing move, really good move for the developers and the marketing people to do the poll. But 777, let's hear what you guys think. I'll say what I think after I hear what you guys are thinking. Let me see. Gotta scroll up. You guys been talking about it. Hey, Mins, what's up, man? Pure B says, whoops, I thought this was X-Plane. Funny, no problem. No, Hugo. No. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Okay, so Hugo, I know we're on the 777 discussion, but to answer your question, Hugo, you said that those wins are not on the ground. I know that. That's when I was clicking around, I specifically chose 39,000 feet and 45,000 feet were the altitudes we're looking at on that wind chart, and that's what I was discussing. So anyways. Thomas, you're on the 757 team. Cool. This is your first clip, like this is literally your first ever time looking at Infinite Flight, Kirby? Like, is that, like, so like this stream, this video that you accidentally clicked on because you thought it was X-Plane, this is your first time ever looking at Infinite Flight? I just want to make sure that's what you're saying. Hugo, I don't know about the formation flight tonight. I might do it, I might not. It depends. I already got plans for tonight. I don't know how long those plans are gonna last. If I do a formation flight, it will not be streamed, and it will probably be late tonight, which means early morning for you. So I would not plan on it. Mark .91 works as well. All right, so 777. What I think about it is the 777 rework. The 777 honestly was my first thought when I saw that there was a poll coming and 777 was on that poll. My first thought was honestly the 777. I don't know why, but the more I thought about it, and I discussed this on my Instagram story a bit, but I actually voted for the 737. Yeah, I did. I actually voted for 737, and I'll say why in a second. Some of you guys already know, but my first thought was 777. The other planes on there were just not that attractive to me personally. The ATR, which actually did very strong in the poll as a new feature, I didn't even know what that was until the poll, like until after the poll, when I saw that it was a close second place to 777. I didn't even know what it was, because we don't see many of those in America. And Universe of Lemon, yes, this is online. Every plane you see, every plane you see is online, even the ATC. So yeah, I didn't know, and so I was like, what the heck's the ATR? Why do we want that? But if you don't know what ATR is, it's basically if you're like a -8/Saab 340 plane, like with a turboprop regional airline. So, but I didn't know what it was. Thank you, Dark Light. Now tell my mom to get better. Appreciate it, Pure B. Yeah, man, I still do X-Plane videos, but this is just not one of them. I didn't get to do an X-Plane video this week, actually. I only did 2 streams. I did F1, I think that was on Wednesday, and then today we're doing Infinite Flight. So we'll probably get another X-Plane in next week. But I try to do like 4 streams a week. This week it didn't work out that way. Yeah, so really quick, let me just finish my quick thought, because if you probably noticed, it's really like my brain goes this way and this way. So like I was talking about 777, then I was talking about wind, then I was talking about this, then I was talking about that. So I gotta focus on one thing at a time, because my mind, it gets away from me. So 777, that was my first thought. I'm happy about it, honestly. I'm happy to see the 777 get the rework. It needs it. It's ugly as heck on the inside, Doesn't look that bad on the outside. So it's kind of like in the same boat as the A330 right now, where the inside looks like not good, but the outside looks okay. Obviously everybody wants to see more airliners be reworked. The A350 got me real excited. The reason I second guessed my choice for the 777 is because we have an A350 coming. That is a long hauler. Like, that is a great plane for long hauls. We don't really need a second one. So we don't really need the 777 and the A350. Like, we don't need. It's not a necessity. But it would be nice for the 777 to compete with the A350, you know. And that's why I picked the 737, because I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter. No matter what is chosen, if they pick an ATR for the next feature, if they do an A350, which they're already doing, if they did an A330, if they were doing the ATR, whatever, it doesn't matter. Or even the A220, which, yeah, it doesn't matter what feature comes up next. We are always and still gonna go back to the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320, because those are the most used aircraft in the world. And so that's why I picked the 737. I was like, we're gonna fly it anyways, might as well have a freaking amazing, beautiful one. So that's why I picked the 737. But as you saw in the polls, the 737 did not do very well. It was like all the way down on the bottom of the chart, even though it is the current most used plane on infinite flight. But I'm not upset about the 777 happening. If the ATR got chose, I wouldn't be very happy about that, honestly. There's a lot of planes in that list that I wouldn't mind seeing. ATR is not one that I would have been excited about. But I know, honestly, no matter which plane they pick or add features to, with the new features that are coming to infinite flight, I think that no matter what comes up next, we're gonna like be blown away by it. So looking forward to an A350, looking forward to even the Cub coming up. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to what they're incorporating. I'm looking forward to more functionality in the cockpit. That's what everybody wants, man. There's a lot of things. We still want 3D buildings. We still want clouds. Honestly, I want those things more than even a new plane. But just on the plane subject, more functionality, man. At least, I mean, I'm personally not just like begging for clickable cockpits. I know we still want them and we still need them. I'm not begging for them. But what I want at least is to see these screens accurate. I want to see these screens moving. I want to see my flight information on these screens so I can hide this HUD, because I personally don't like HUDs on my screen. I like this look right here, clean, like very minimum UI. That's my personal preference. If I want to know flight information, I want to be able to zoom in here and see accurate flight information, my flight level, my speed, my fuel, terrain, whatever that may be. Yeah. They even got a GTN down here. It's like a GTN 750 in this specific plane. Not expecting them to incorporate a GTN 750. I'm just saying that this plane has one. But yeah, but I know that in the new planes coming, for example, the A350 is gonna have some of these things. I don't know how much of it's gonna have. I know with the A10 that came out, it had a live cockpit with all the gauges and whatnot working. Only difference is that was completely analog. It wasn't like screens moving around and whatnot. So that's a whole other challenge. So I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for aircraft development, is seeing more interactive cockpits, because you know we do long flights and we want to be able to do stuff in the cockpit. It's still tough, especially for me, because I don't have a big iPad. So I'm an iPhone. My screen is small, so it's tough to go down here and click on the freaking altitude button, you know, and do that and whatever, and fly at the same time. And that's the challenge I have in other games like Aerofly and X-Plane, who already have clickable cockpits. And that's the thing. So I like the fact that it's like simple. You just hit a button and you do it. Like, it's a mobile game, guys. It's a mobile game. If you're ready to move up to a full super complex flight simulator, get a PC good enough to play X-Plane or P3D. That is my opinion. But this is a mobile game, and I know we want the mobile thing to do the same thing that the PC does, but it may be not until I actually get my hands on something like that and use it. But like personally, I don't play X-Plane mobile, mainly because it doesn't have multiplayer and global, but also because I mean, I don't go on there trying to fly a 737 from cold and dark. Like, it's just not something I do. It's cool that you have the ability to do it, and I'm not saying people don't want to do that. I'm just saying my own personal thoughts and opinions on what I personally want, which is not trump what anybody else thinks. I just want to put that out there. But anyway, this is just stream talk. Somebody was asking me what's the longest flight I've ever done. I think the longest flight I've ever done was, I don't know. That's a good question. What, 10 hours, maybe 12, something like that? On infinite flight. Let's go outside. Now, where are we now? We are in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know where we are. I don't know what island that is. We're really in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, you're asking a lot, Dark. You're asking a lot. Alright, let me catch up on chat. I've been talking too much. Singapore to Newark. That's a pretty long flight. What a Raven, good to see you. JWC, no one knows. There is no release date for the A350. We will not get one. My predictions are last quarter 2019, first quarter 2020. And this 777 that we just voted for, I don't predict that to come until next year. So anything before that, I'll be like, wow, good job. Your most flown route is Kathmandu to Delhi. Cool. Salty Tiger, you're quite ahead, so you're gonna land and take off again. Sounds good, man. I actually honestly thought about doing a long haul last night, but it just didn't work out. Alright, flying into Puerto Rico from somewhere far away. So honestly, this plane can fly for a pretty long distance. I'm not sure how far it is, but this plane can fly for a pretty long distance. And like as far as the 737 MAX, I'm not sure how they would do that with the MAX having all the problems that it's having right now. I feel like that's gonna have to be figured out first before any game, like any simulator, puts the 737 MAX, before any game puts a real 737 MAX in their simulator. They have to figure that thing out in real life. $75 knot tailwind, and we still have a little bit of turbulence. It's gonna be a bumpy ride the whole way, I think, guys. A pretty long flight. I know it's the longest flight. I'm just saying, that's a pretty long flight. How many hours is the Newark to Singapore flight? Wow, we're already less than an hour away. Does anybody know how traffic's looking in Puerto Rico right now? $18 hours and 25 minutes. What flies that? A 787? Time lapse, you're gonna be in front of me. That's fine. I don't really care the order that we fly in. Honestly, I'm not Starly. I don't have to be first everywhere. Yes, sir. Houston is the hub for United, and that's probably why United is my favorite airline. Speaking of United, I just last night downloaded the Flight Factor A320 new 2019 United livery off the X-Plane forums, and I haven't flown it yet, but I'm looking forward to flying it. It actually looks a lot better on the A320 than I thought. The new livery. People have been hating on the new United livery, but I personally like it. I think the old one was boring as heck. Like I know it was my favorite airline, but the truth is, the freaking livery was nothing special. The new one is not like freaking amazing, but it's not as boring as before. Like it's pretty hard to get more boring than what it was. So it was just like straight corporate, like freaking golfers. Is like United was basically a golfer's uniform, which is nothing. It's like a Navy shirt and United right here. So I like the new livery. It's a little bit more modern and has a little bit of character in it with the swoosh. But I'm just interested in seeing how it looks on different planes. I like how it looks on the 737. I like how it looks on the A320. X-Plane just released what's it called? What's that plane that I hate? Okay, I don't hate it. That plane I don't like. What the heck is it called? Oh, the super fast one, the ultrasonic, supersonic, whatever. The one that doesn't fly anymore. I'm not playing with flying United Virtual now. United livery is not a blue version. Not at all. They've changed a few things. But hey, what's the name of the plane? You guys want it on Infinite Flight as well. Concorde, thank you. I don't know how I forgot that. Yes, so the Concorde. There's a new Concorde that was released on X-Plane, I think just last week. So everybody's been flying it, and somebody already made the new. This makes no sense. The new United livery on the Concorde, like that would ever happen. I believe United did fly the Concorde, but they had the old livery on it. But I saw it. I was like, why would you just murder? Because I know my taste is my taste, and my thoughts are my thoughts, and you never have to believe what I believe or agree with what I say. You never have to. Just so you know, I'm not forcing anything on you guys. But I personally do not like the way the Concorde looks. As a matter of fact, I like the A380 more than I like the Concorde. That's my personal opinion. And you guys know how much I don't like the design of the A380. So like, I just can't stand looking at Concorde. Like, I know we were talking about it in Discord the other day. Like, the Concorde is like a expensive painting of artwork on the wall. It's just like a smudge, like just freaking paint strokes in all different directions. And you're just like looking at it, and it's on auction for like thousands of dollars. It's like on auction for thousands of dollars. It's just a bunch of paint smudges, but it's work of art. That's what the Concorde is for me. Like, I know it's a work of art. Like, it was a big breakthrough in technology. But I hate the way it looks. ANA was the last one to order the set. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the A380? And they I guess they're all going to A350s, or is the A350 kind of like gonna replace the A380? Kind of like how the 787 is sort of replacing the 747. Like, is that what's going on with Airbus? So I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, the A350 is a great plane, and it was created. I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that the A350 is created to do the same flights as the A380 can for cheaper. So yeah, I think Boeing is definitely in a loss right now with the 737 Max going nose down, literally. Where are we? Alright, so off our right wing is Cuba. That's Santiago de Cuba. Off our right wing right now. And then, I don't know, who knows? So, I think that is the West Indies. What's up, Argenus Acosta? Welcome to the Blue Arr RWY family. Thanks for the support, my friend. Alright, let's not just like jab all the Concorde fans. I know a lot of people actually do like the Concorde. So. they probably already stopped watching. What's up, Seven? Good to see you, man. This is Infinite Flight. This is a mobile flight simulator, and we are doing a community event called Friday Night Flight, something I do weekly. What's up, Javion Johnson? Good to see you as well. We are doing a flight from Marathon, Florida Keys to Puerto Rico. And for you guys who just joined us, this is going to be our, show you guys our flight plan. Just so you know, for those people who are always watching where Laura is, she's over here in the Bahamas right now. I just happen to see her on the live right now. But yes, this is where we are. We're Cuba is right here. On our right, on our left is the West Indies, and off our nose is Dominican Republic and Haiti. Which will probably just barely touch the top of that anyway in Puerto Rico. We'll see how busy it ends up being. Our flight time, wow, what happened? Our flight time has gone up. It said like 40 something minutes earlier. I think I'm gonna speed up. I don't know, we're good on time. I'll stay here. Again, so again, for people who are joining late, today's flight is again Marathon to Puerto Rico, flight level 430. You could also do 45, you could do 41, that is up to you. Cruise is at Mach 0.89, and we're flying a Citation X. You don't have to fly this plane, you can fly whatever you want to fly. And if that's the 7 I remember, long time no see, bro. Welcome back. And I was jealous you were living up the dream. And Pops never did enough for me because he got a little buzz just for sipping. Welcome back, Yarn. I know we both really need improvement. We were so close back when we were 2 kids. Still got love, that's what the truth is. So I'ma pop up at the family reunion. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. I hope you guys can hear that. My dog is like barking at people walking by. American 48, thank you for the escort, my friend. F22. I'm telling you, man, when I fly business jets, like, we super official. Like, we way too official. I'm so official, I need a whistle. Like, we VIPs, we gotta have freaking military escorts, man. Like, seriously, like, it's not a safe world. Like, freaking Cuba is out to get us, man. I'm not allowed in Cuba. So, you know, I gotta have an escort from freaking fighter jets. What is this? Oh, that's Inagua? Inagua Island. I think that's what that is. Yeah. Oh. Can you guys hear the music, or is it too low? Or too loud? I did not put the Friday Night Flight song on. I always forget, honestly, what instrumental I used for that. Usually if I don't start with it, I won't do it the entire stream, so you have to wait till the next time for me to do the Friday Night Flight song. Sorry. If I do it every time, you wouldn't appreciate it when I do it. 3 people died a week ago in nuclear. What the heck? It's a dangerous airport. It's definitely dangerous. Man, that turbulence ain't no joke, man. Like, I can't imagine being a plane this small, just getting like, this is us, right? The whole flight. This will be us, the whole flight. It's turbulent. And then, you know, like, the worst turbulence is the up and down turbulence, when you feel like you're freaking falling out of the sky. That's the worst turbulence. You're like, and then I can't do it. I'm like, hold on, here it is. Okay. Can I sing the name of what song? There is no real Friday night song. Innsbruck. It's been a while since I've flown Innsbruck on Infinite Flight, but I have flown there on Infinite Flight. If you I haven't been around long enough. I did do a most dangerous tour a year ago, I think, where we flew to, I don't remember how many flights we did, maybe 5 or 10 of the most dangerous airports in the world on Infinite Flight. That's actually still on my YouTube channel, so if you want to see it, you can see it there. We also did an Australian tour, and is that it? Or we did something else. Oh, we did a Caribbean tour as well, which was a lot of fun. The Gamer Reacts. Long time no see. Good to see you. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Let's see if I can find some other music. I'm not really feeling this right now. Really, you get the worst turbulence flying into Orlando from the UK. I wonder why. Your iPad died mid-flight. That is the worst. I'm glad to have you back, though. What up, Shot K? Good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's hit this up. I'm gonna kill the pretzel music, and we're gonna switch to this NCS mix. Hopefully the commercials don't play. I don't think they have commercials.
Get online.
I mean, I was jamming. I was playing ATS a couple nights ago, and I was jamming to some jazz music. It's funny, like I wish that. Sometimes I wish I could just play something like Spotify, because that's usually where I listen to my music, and I wish I could just let Spotify play, you know, from start to finish on my live stream, because like I already have playlists for like every mood that I'm in, you know. Seoul to Dallas had crazy turbulence. It was so big, people were scared. Wow. No sir, Blair, no go-arounds. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the stream. I am not taking go-around for an answer today. We got one chance to land this plane. One. Uno. This is crazy. The winds are changing so much that our flight time has actually gone up. Wait, hold on. Duh. Of course the flight time goes up, because the longer we fly, the flight time goes up. Okay, so the winds have changed, but our flight time, our ETE destination is 43. That's why earlier I was like, oh, we have an hour left. No, we've been flying for a freaking hour. What am I thinking? So ETE 43 minutes. Speaking of that, we usually do our 1 hour ETE. We've already beat past that beyond. I freaking missed it. So let's do our 1 hour ETE shout outs. So I don't know what you guys are asking right now, but go in the chat, leave me an emoji. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm gonna give you a shout out right now. I'm gonna turn the music up. Actually, I can't. I'll turn the game down. Wait, no, that's not the game. Check 1 2. Am I too loud? It's too loud. That's too loud. Definitely too loud. That's better. All right, who we got watching? Who we got watching for Friday night flight this week? Shot Kev, happy Friday. Doing a flight on with the PMDG 777. I am definitely jealous. X-Plane needs a new 777. So is Infinite Flight. Raven from the UK. Dark Lightning watch from Nepal. George Anastasia from England. What up, bruh? Leon Kiwi, Singapore. I think that's what SG is. Gamer Boy from Cali. What's up, man? Gamer Reacts. What causes turbulence? That's not what pockets of air or something like that. Infinite Time Lapse from Ireland. What's up, man? I'm Thomas Pro from Canada, representing the Canadians today. C Geo Rocket Ship. What's up, man? From GA. I think that's Georgia. Blair Gormal from Scotland. Shop Kev Dublin. www. IFNG, Ireland as well. Man, we're making really good time. Let's turn this. Let's get my levels back to where I had it. A lot of the Irish are coming through today, man. A lot of green in the chat today. Sean NG, what's up, man? Good to see you. Who's from Ireland? How many Irish people we got? I think we got 2. I think it's just 2. I think it's just 2, y'all. Do I descend before 30 minutes usually? I descend like around 150 miles. Actually, we can descend later than that. Let's plan our descent actually. So we are flying a arrival into San Juan today, and just for fun, let's kind of brief the arrival as we're getting, since we're under an hour away, so that we all know what to expect. Let me get that ready. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this. I feel like I should make it bigger. Let me make it bigger. Alright, so it might be too small. Oh well, I'll zoom in. So this is our arrival, BEANO 3 RNAV arrival into San Juan today. BEANO is on our flight plan, and so really we're just going to use this waypoint as a reference. We need to be here at 11,000. Now, as you guys know, this is arrivals are really you don't fly the arrival if ATC is giving you vectors. All right, so we'll probably be talking to ATC maybe before this point, possibly. Yeah, we'll probably talk to ATC before this point, but this is San Juan right here. This is the whole island down here, this black part of Puerto Rico. And but if there were no ATC, 11,000 would be the goal. We're still gonna go for 11,000. But we probably talking ATC before this, so I just wanted to put that out there. But 11,000 we're looking for at BEANO. Do we have any other waypoints that we're using? Thank you, Odell Diet, with coming through with the super chat donation. Appreciate it, my friend. Greatly. Make sure every single one of you guys say thank you to Odell for that, for supporting the channel financially. I appreciate it, my friends. There's Coté right there. That's where we'll be flying from. I believe that is our transition. Yes, KATOK is our transition airport, or not airport, our transition waypoint from KOTOK. We'll be flying a heading of 104. This is the KTOK.BEANO 3. 78.7, that means that is 78.7 miles from KOTOK to BEANO with a minimum altitude of 11,000 feet. And at BEANO, that'd be at 11,000. IFMG Friday Night Flight is in the Caribbean-ish area. A few airports in the Caribbean. So we'll be planning for that. 78 miles is a good amount of time before BEANO. So, and our today, because again, not going around and I'm not diverting today. Like we're getting in. Last time, I still regret the fact that we did not get into. Where are we going again? Manchester. I hated that we didn't get in there. I really wanted to land at that airport, but we didn't. So this week we're definitely landing in Puerto Rico. But if worst case scenario, our alternate is going to be Aguadilla, Raphael Hernandez, TJBQ, which is on the other side of the island. Not a long trip at all. But that's going to be our alternate today. So going to plan that ahead of time in case things go stale. All right, let's get that off the screen for a little while. Have I been to the Caribbean before? I've been to Puerto Rico, but that's it. Shows a yellow at 010. What are you talking about? What's yellow? Patricio, Mexico, what's up, man? George Vlogs flying to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Jay's Aviation, good to see you. Welcome back. I missed some of you guys' stuff. When am I starting my descent? I'm planning for 150 miles, but I'm actually trying to see if we can descend any later than that. That's what I'm looking into right now. That's why I'm over here. On my laptop doing things, making big business decisions. I believe this is the beautiful country of Haiti. No, this is actually Dominican Republic. We already Haiti's way back there. And again, reminder guys, because we're getting a little bit closer. Before, I don't know if approach is going to be online, but this is too close, obviously. So we're going to have to space out, separate. Jay's Aviation, where am I from? I'm from Houston, Texas, man. Alright guys, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm going to start planning for this thing here. Alright, so as we can see, BEANO right here, as we talked about before. That's where 11,000 is going to be. We're expecting runway 10, but we could get something different. 10 is over here on the south, the orange one. But we could get 8. I don't know where they're landing. Let me look at life flight. There's a lot of planes flying in from Punta Cana, which is a pretty short flight on the east of the Dominican Republic. It's a quick island hop, basically. I'm gonna keep an eye on live flight for a little bit, but it looks like they're landing 10 for sure. 2 planes just landed on runway 10, but I see a third one who looks like he's lined up for runway 8. So they could be using either or, so we'll expect either or. But I'm not really concerned about which runway we're gonna get. I'm more concerned about being at the right altitude at the right time. So at KATOK, according to the arrival procedure, there is no altitude restriction, so you can be at whatever altitude you want to be at KATOK. But KATOK is kind of going to be what I'm going to be expecting, kind of like where we want to be. I'm just not sure how far KATOK is away from something. Alright, so KATOK is 116 miles away from Puerto Rico. Alright, so what we'll do is we're just going to descend at 150 miles out, 1,500 feet per mil. We'll keep it simple. Alright, guys. So once we get to 150 miles away, we'll descend 1,500 feet per minute. And we should be right in our range. It is 10:32 a.m. local time as I'm recording this. What's up, Myro Muhammad? Breakfast sounds great. I haven't eaten yet. I'm hungry. What's up, Cabinet? Good to see you, mate. Abdulila. Yes, you can join. Quarterbacks F-22 run out of fuel. Oh no, need a refuel. So I'll show you guys where most of people are currently flying from. These could change throughout the day for Friday night flight as more of these airports pop up. But a lot of Dominican airports are opening up, surprisingly. There's actually another featured airport to the east. Things to point out though is that actually, which is funny, I'm kind of glad they did this, because if they didn't, everyone would be flying from freaking Princess Juliana. So TNCM is on lockdown. You are not allowed to fly in or out of this airport. Same for TAPA and TFFR. What is TFFR? I never heard of that airport. But TFFF, which is to the east, over here somewhere. I lost it. I don't know what it is anymore. There's another airport, TFFF. There it is. This one is open. It's actually a pretty cool airport. We almost flew into here, but I wanted to fly from Miami instead, or from Florida. But most people right now are flying from this part right here, MDEC, which is Punta Cana International in the Dominican Republic, and they're flying from there straight over to San Juan. So once we get over in that area, we'll see a lot of aircraft around us. We'll be descending in 100 miles. Oh man. Where you at, Pacific Aviation? And you don't need the caps. I'm surprised Nightbot didn't get you for that. But oh, he did. But yeah, where are you at? Why are you requesting people to slow down? We don't slow down for people. Everyone is welcome to join, but we do not slow down for anyone. We are at 550 knots ground speed. The winds have calmed down to 55 from 75, which we had earlier. We are 27 minutes out, 253 miles away, and we're at 56% fuel. So we're good. Again, expect delays flying in. It's not crazy busy, at least not from the live flight view, but it's pretty busy still. I thought the same thing last week in Manchester, and it ended up being crazy busy. So who knows? We shall see. But as we get closer, there's lots of places for you guys if you want to join in, hop in from another airport and fly in. You're definitely welcome to. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and shout out. We don't have many people flying with us today because I started so early, but I would like to give you guys recognition for flying with us. Let's see, G Jake, I think you're with us as well, aren't you? So G Jake, thank you, bro, for flying with us, man. Ahead of him is TT1, Mr. Pacific Aviation. Yeah, you are pretty far back there, but you're good, man. Your spacing is perfect. Don't worry about it. We're too tight up here anyways. I fly. What is up, man? Miss IFEP, thank you for flying with us. United 133, Mr. Timelapse, welcome, and thank you for flying with us. I definitely appreciate it. Raven, thanks for the escort. Delta 8907, thanks for the escort. November 1, Tango Papa. Thanks for the for flying with us. Corporate 981, Dylan, thank you for flying, and Mr. Lightning Kicker and American 4A, thank you guys for flying with us. And this is smooth, yeah, that's me. I thought somebody was ahead of us, but I think Salty Tiger, you too, man. Thank you for flying with us. I know you said you were way ahead of us. I'm not sure how that happened, but I appreciate you flying with us today, man. You know me, I don't get caught up in the numbers. It's cool to have like a massive stream train and group flight, but I'm okay with the more like chill. You just got like 5-10 people, 5-10 people, 3 people, whatever. Like I'm happy with that. It's better than flying solo. The airport arrivals channel is packed except delays and circling. Wow. Yeah. Be fun. Captain Sign 777 rework. Yay. So what did you want? Were you an ATR fan? Were you a 757 fan? What plane did you vote for? It's funny, I was talking to on my Discord the other day. I was like, 18% of people, which happen to be the current majority, wanted the 777 rework. The other, 82 whatever percent. The other rest, the new majority, didn't want the 777. So there's a lot more 777 haters out there than people who actually want the 777 now. What's up, off top? Let's see, man. But yeah, I'm hyped about the 777. I mean, it's a long ways away, so I'm not super hyped because I'm not expecting to see that thing for a year. Honestly, realistically, I'm not expecting to see that 777 for a year. But yeah, I'm happy that it's coming. Yeah, Captain Design. These planes always fly up in the 40,000 of feet. I thought about going to 45,000. We could have went to 45, but I just chose not to. We've been playing Infinite Flight since 2014, but didn't have global. Wow. And it looks like it's German or something. I'll have a look in 214 miles. I'm gonna turn on airplane names a little bit. Just for a little while. I wanna see how busy it gets out here. Because I believe we can actually see the airport now, where the majority of traffic is flying from out of the Dominican Republic. So again, once I start my descent, I'm gonna start my descent continuing at Mach 0.89. So we're gonna stay at our cruise speed, and then we'll transfer into 300 knots, and then we'll switch to 250 or below once we get below 10,000. But I'm really gonna be going for like 16,000 for my descent. So I'm gonna actually, what I just did there was I was lowering my altitude, and infinite flight automatically changes your vertical speed to 250 when you do that. But I actually just want to pre-select my altitude. I don't want to actually descend yet. So I like to do this before I descend. Let me check something. Mic check 1, 2. Yeah, that's why I was checking the microphone. I wanted to see if the music was too loud or not. I could go down slightly. It's not over me. That's my like the airplane sound is nothing special. So it's not like I'm trying to hear that. Like if we had some legit like aircraft sounds, then I'd be like, all right, no music. But yeah, just the same vacuum the whole time. I mean, honestly, you can say you're gonna line up for 08, but you don't know what they're gonna give you. So they're gonna give you whatever is best for traffic. So we'll just see what we get. We'll be contacting ATC around 60 miles, I believe, away. Yeah, which is going to be 20 miles before BEANO. So basically, between KATOK and BEANO, we need to contact ATC. Justin, what's up, man? Nearest airport. It's going to be a busy one. Look at this. Nearest airport looks to be actually MDAB on them, or I didn't even do a dab when I did it. MDAB is the closest one. Yeah. The other closest is the one that's really busy, and that's MDPC. So good luck getting out of there quickly. That's actually where most people are flying from to and from. So up to you, man. We're about to descend in just about 30 miles. Too late. What up, Jet Propel Llamas? Yo. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. What is my setting for infinite flights? Whatever the highest is. So I think it's set to ludicrous. Ludicrous, and limit frame rate is turned off. Descent rate will be 1,500 feet. Matter of fact, let's descend now because we're higher than usual. No, we'll do this. But it is better to descend earlier than it is better to descend late. The DC-10 below us, so if anybody needs fuel, that's Air Force 110 is right below us, 4 miles. He's at 30. Wow, he looks so low, but he's at 40. He's at 31,000 feet, 32,000 feet. Yep, if you gotta use the restroom, it's your last chance, guys. For snack, water break, whatever. I can actually see them. Oh, it's another plane down there. Corporate 981. He's also in a citation. He's only 1 mile away. He's at 31,000 feet. Alright, we're gonna descend now. So if any of my escorts need fuel, there is a tanker about 10,000 feet below us. DC-10 showed up right in time for you guys. I'm gonna turn my HUD back on to make sure we don't end up overspeeding. When you're descending, it's pretty important, in my opinion, to watch your speed. You know, make sure you have your HUD up, because all kind of things can happen in your descent. I mean, you could bump the phone and something could happen. So also, guys, this is the stage of the flight where spacing is very important, as I was talking about earlier. As you can see up ahead, it's kind of showing his name, his call sign, his grade. It's also going to show his aircraft type and how far ahead he is right now. So he's 4 miles ahead of me. That's off top. He's in the F-22. I personally ignore the fighter jets because I know that most of them are just escorting me, and they'll eventually go away when we talk to approach. But when we talk to approach, make sure that you are not with me, because we could have some issues there. We might need to descend faster, actually. No, we'll be okay. We're okay. But yeah, so as far as like Mr. What was this? Lightning Kicker. I'm not sure how far behind you are. But my rule is space yourself to the person ahead of you. Wow, you guys are already descending. Okay, cool. Okay, how far is he though? Both of you guys are in Citation, 3 miles and 2 miles. Yeah, so I need both of you guys to kind of come back on the power a bit and separate. So whoever's behind me, which I think is the first Citation, Lightning Kicker. Yeah, you're 2 miles behind me. So even though you're below me and you're not red, you still need to come back, because once I get down to altitude, we'll be too close. And ATC does not like that, and they will ghost you if they're in a bad mood. Just kidding, that's not how it works, but they will ghost you if your spacing is not right. And Citation, was it Corporate 981? I'm gonna make sure my spacing is good with him. I don't see him though, so he must be far enough. Yeah, I don't see him. Salty Tiger just told me they're not accepting incoming traffic. Oh yes they are. I told you guys I'm not going around today. I'm not diverting. We are landing in Puerto Rico. I'm not doing this 2 weeks in a row. So somebody better contact ATC or what. Like, bro, we landing. It's not even that busy. It's just a bunch of departures. On runway 10. At least not, I mean, I'd say it's not busy, but I mean, I'm sure it's busy. I feel like IFATC probably hates me. Alright, that is the island of Puerto Rico right ahead. Making from behind us. Let's see if, I'm pretty sure we're too far. We're 128 miles out, so most likely too far. But I want to see if we can pick up an ATIS or anything for San Juan, or at least get that ready. Yeah, we're too far for the ATIS, but the weather is 050 at 13. Visibility is 10, scattered 3,400 feet, scattered at 4,500 feet. Temperature is 31, dew point 23, altimeter 3001. That's all I need to know. Got Mr. Hams as our approach controller, and then we have Teddy Bro as ground and tower, so he's doing double duty. Alternate airport is Aguadilla. ATC does not work for me. I mean, yeah, no, they don't. They're closing in 2 minutes. Again, guys, alternate airport is Aguadilla if it comes to that. I hope it doesn't. But that is over here. It's actually closer to our position. TJBQ, Tango, Juliet, Bravo, Quebec. And if we want, we could land at one of these controlled airports like Mike, Delta, Papa, Charlie, but we've already passed that. And that would be a bit of a farther flight. So it kind of depends on how much time I have as well if we go back there. We need to fly at an untowered airport. Aguadilla, TJBQ is plenty big. They land like big planes here in real life. If you have a big plane. I can kind of see the traffic pattern here. At least I did. It's kind of scattering now. Like maybe that's because it closed. But we'll see. I'm still gonna attempt to land there. Yeah, actually, since we're so close, let's listen to the ATIS at Punta Cana. Just in case this turns into our alternate airport.
Visibility 21, temperature 29, dew point 23, QNH 1016 remarks, no pattern work allowed landing runways 8 and 9, departing runway 9. Advise on initial contact, you have information Delta.
So I'm gonna speed up my vertical speed a bit because I feel like we might overshoot it, but we might not.
Time 15340, wind 1408, visibility 21, temperature 29, dew point 23, QNH 1016 remarks, no pattern work allowed landing.
Savage Beast, I am on an iPhone.
Advise on initial contact, you have information Delta.
Alright, we have Delta, guys. Alright, so for the since people are saying the airport is closed, which is crazy. Like, I don't understand how you guys handle traffic later in the day, because like we're flying, like it's early as heck. Like it really is early for Friday night flight. And so usually the traffic count is a lot lower at the time that I stream versus when some of you guys fly later on at peak hours. And so like I'm like, if you can't handle this much traffic, I mean, I assume maybe it's just the amount of aircraft, like the amount of controllers they have to use could be limited right now, because it's kind of probably a harder time of the day to get people to help. Uh-oh, did I just overtake somebody? There's Thomas below me. My bad, Thomas. I didn't mean to catch you. I'll slow down. You must have slowed down because I haven't changed my speed. 552. Actually, I mean, since I'm already above you, I might as well just complete the pass, right? Where'd you go? Alright, so I'm gonna keep going the speed I was going while we're descending. We're about to switch to 300 knots here in a second. We're descending at 2,000 feet per minute for 16,000. We are 82 miles away. We cannot yet talk to approach. We're too far away. I'm just gonna try to space myself out. Ahead of Thomas now. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm watching my speed though. Alright, there's 339. I'll come back to 320. What's the difference if you say you have information Bravo or Zulu? What is the difference? The difference is the time of the weather information. So the ATIS gives you the weather for the current hour. So now into the next hour, which actually goes into for like 5 minutes. We're only 5 minutes into our next hour. So right now it's information Delta at Punta Cana. At 11, it will switch to a new bit of information, so the weather will update for that weather station, and they will send us a new weather code, which is going to be Echo. So at each hour, the ATIS updates to the next letter, and the letter is the identifier to make sure you have the most current. So if you say Zulu, they'll be like, Zulu? We don't have, like, Zulu, that's super old. You need to update your weather. So Zulu would not be, they would not accept information Zulu if Delta is current. All right, can we get the ATIS now of San Juan? Let's go check. All right, we are close enough for the ATIS to tune in, and we'll turn the music off again.
Luis Munoz Airport, ATIS Information Hotel, time 1545 Zulu, wind 030 at 1.
I'm gonna descend for 11,000.
Temperature 31, dew point 22, QNH 1016 remarks, no pattern work allowed landing runways 8 and 10, departing runways 8 and 10. Advise on initial contact, you have information hotel.
Alright, so this airport's information hotel, and it does not mention that it's closed and it's not accepting arrivals. So we're going to continue inbound. We're coming up to, I believe, the airport I mentioned earlier, BEANO, not airport, waypoint BEANO. And as you can see, we are high. We're at 22,000 feet, or we want to be at 11,000 at BEANO. We should be able to contact ATC pretty soon. Alright, we're going to tune out. We have information. What was it? Hotel? Lots of aircraft in the air around us. Thomas, what is your speed, bro? I'm trying to separate myself from you. You're at 467 on 20 knots faster. Alright. Kind of diving in front of you here. Alright, down to 11,000, 2,500 is the vertical speed. We are 50 miles away. We should be, is there no, like, is there no approach on? I should be able to talk to them by now. Huh, oh, that explains it. There is no approach. Wow, okay. Well then, that changes things a little bit. We're on our own. We are on our own then. Let's see. Trying to get a look at the traffic flow here. Once we get to BEANO, it's going to basically fly us directly to the approach for runway 10. And we're currently too high for that. And there's a ton of traffic down the south. I don't really want to mix with that yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to circle the... Can I transition? I wonder if I can transition instead. Let's go... I'm going to fly heading mode. And turn nav mode off. I'm going to do heading mode. I'm going to continue east. Again, there's no approach controller on right now. So this is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. We're still descending. We're a little high, so I'm going to continue to the north to kind of space myself out. There's lots of traffic trying to land at runway 8. They're accepting, or it said they were accepting. Let me listen to ATIS again.
Luis Munoz Airport, ATIS Information Hotel.
Yeah, runway 8 and 10. So we could get set up for 8 as well.
Temperature 31, dew point 22, QNH 1016 remarks. No pattern work allowed landing runways 8 and 10, departing runways 8 and 10. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel. Luis Munoz Airport.
If we stay at 11,000, I'm just kind of playing this out. So I'm wondering if we should transition over the airport, if we should go around and re-enter in the pattern from the east, like a right downwind. We got 3 arrivals all on runway 8 right now. Honestly, I feel bad for this guy who stuck around, the guy who's still tower.
Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel. Luis Munoz Airport, Addis Information Hotel, time 1545 Zulu, wind 030 at 13, visibility 10, temperature 31, dew point 22, QNH 1016 remarks, no pattern work allowed landing runways 8 and 10, departing runways 8 and 10, advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
The majority of people seem to be landing on 8. Let's go for 8. And I'm going to do a left downwind entry into the pattern for runway 8. Alright. Our altitude is 11,000 now. We're looking a lot better. We'll go ahead and slow down. And I'll make a right turn 90 degrees. Alright, that's my plan. As of right now, that is my plan. Let's tune out of that. So just to kind of help you guys out again with my personal plan is right now we're up here to the north. We're about 30 miles north of San Juan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. I wish you could see like what I'm doing. I know I could turn on little dot, but it's not the same. So basically, you see us turning towards the airport now. We're gonna fly southeast until we get pretty much to that outer circle. Yeah, so we get to the outer circle, and we'll basically just kind of turn on a not a parallel heading, but the crossing. I think it's perpendicular to the airfield of runway 8. Our speeds come back way back. That's good. That's good. Airport elevation is like, you know, basically sea level. Let's get out of the ATIS. No frequency. I'm gonna go ahead and descend now that we're below 250 knots. I'm gonna send down to 5,000. Be careful not to put too much vertical speed because your plane will pick up speed as the nose goes down, so be gentle with that. I'll turn the landing lights on because now we're going below 10,000 feet. $25 miles away. I need to vector myself to the left a bit. I kind of turned too much. Yeah, I turned too much, so let's turn left a bit. I wanna enter in from the north, like directly north is kind of where I want to be. You can see, like, look at it. Look, you can see right here. You can kind of see the traffic flow. You have all this traffic trying to squeeze in to runway 8 right now. So honestly, I think right traffic would be better over San Juan. I kind of want to do something different. I kind of want to request a transition. Runway 10, no traffic, copy. I kind of want to transition over the airport first and then enter into a right downwind to land runway 108 because I feel weird doing a left traffic. No, yeah, left traffic when there's a runway approach right there. I feel like that's probably just not right. I feel like that's not correct. So let's go ahead and tune in to tower, and we'll first get a listen, see what's going on, and then we'll start requesting things.
Luis Munoz Tower, Tango Tango 1, inbound on the ILS runway 10.
They're probably gonna hate me for doing this. They're probably gonna hate me for transitioning. I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is the thing that made me fail my IFATC exam, was the transition. Alright, here we go. How do I do it? I haven't done it. Hit request transition.
Luis Munoz Tower, Turkish 900.
Luis Munoz Tower, Blue 116 is 9 nautical miles to the northwest at 7,700 feet, requesting transition.
Commercial
Let's see what he says.
left 360 for spacing.
Luis Munoz Tower, Charlie Delta Alpha Mike Echo, ready for takeoff at runway 10, departing west.
Making a left 360, commercial 63. Luis
Yeah, everybody's getting those 360s right now, man.
Delta is 22 nautical miles to the west at 5,500 feet, inbound for landing with information.
Aviation flyer, I didn't see whatever you sent.
Luis Munoz Tower, corporate
He might just ignore me. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, technically, I'm not supposed to fly.
Inbound for landing with information hotel.
Going around, Charlie
I mean, we are IFR, kind of.
Bat 145, request frequency change. Caribbean 899 is on right base runway 10.
I just don't feel right. I don't feel like I'm supposed to transition if he doesn't give me clearance to transition, so I'm not gonna transition. Wait, he just go offline? He did.
Tango Tango 1. Luis Munoz Tower.
Oh,
Sierra
jeez.
Echo Golf Alpha
Alright, well, we're gonna continue my
Tango
plan,
Echo.
and I'm
Ready
gonna
for
transition
takeoff
over
at
tower.
runway 10. Departing straight out.
Luis Munoz Tower, November 55 Delta is 21 nautical miles to the west at 5,000 feet.
He's gonna fly us right over the runway. So let me show you. I'm gonna paint this out. Let me use this VOR. San Juan VOR. We're gonna go that way, hit nav, that'll turn us in that direction. There's the airport right there. And then from there, we go to the south. We can try going out here. Then here. Then here. And then here. Then here. Wait, that's 8. Yeah, 8 is what I want. Okay. So that is my current plan to get into San Juan. Alright, so we're 5,000 feet. We're transitioning San Juan. Yeah, tower has not come back on.
Luis Munoz Unicum, Turkmenistan 883, taxiing to runway 10.
It doesn't matter that runway 10 is green. Oh god, now we have people flying on runway 10. It doesn't it doesn't go green because ATC makes it green. It goes green because the weather. So the reason that it was yellow, or no, I don't remember which one was yellow, but now the winds are in favor of both. So like the winds are probably like in between both of those runways, making both of those runways the ideal runways to land on. But if it's just yellow, like the wind is not that strong most likely, and you can still land there. Alright, so we are turning right downwind, so go ahead and report position. Right downwind runway, was it 8? I keep forgetting. Yeah, 8.
Luis Munoz Unicum, Blue 116 is on right downwind, runway 8.
So if you're flying in or out of Puerto Rico right now and you hear my voice, I recommend you do not land runway 10. I repeat, I recommend you do not land runway 10, mainly because most of the departures are leaving runway 10. You have a lot of traffic in the pattern already for runway 8, and we got these two guys who are going to try to land runway 10 and probably kill somebody. They actually might, there's a little gap here. They might both actually make it, honestly. They're going to get lucky and make it, because they're crossing. They might actually get lucky and make it between this guy. There's a good gap there, but it's a tough one right there. And what's our speed? 240.
Bravo Lima uniform is 26 nautical miles to the west at 5,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 8.
Luis Munoz Unicom, November Sierra Victor 0202 Bravo is 24 nautical miles to the west at 6,000 feet, inbound for landing.
will make straight in for
I thank Aviation's flyer for the hint.
Caribbean 899 is on final, runway 10.
Luis Munoz Unicom, Coté 007,
So because there's no ATC, that gives our chances for a go-round to be even higher.
Asia 330 is clear of all runways. Luis Munoz Unicom, Moku 726 is 18 nautical miles to the west at 6,000.
So taking a look at where we may end up, I'm gonna try to go behind our buddy over here, Lightning Kicker. I'm thinking at our current speed, we may be kind of close. I'm gonna bring the speed back just by about 5 knots. Just trying to time this right. We also have November 1 Tango Tango Papa, who's trying to get in front of us as well. He's 1,000 feet below us. We need to continue descending.
Luis Munoz Unicum. Delta 001 is 13 nautical miles to the west at 3,300 feet. Inbound for landing. We'll make straight in for runway 8.
We need to be at 3,200 at Wiesen.
330 is taking off runway 10, remaining in the pattern.
Luis Munoz Unicum. Victor Gold.
We got people doing pattern work too.
Is on left downwind. Runway 8.
I gotta watch out for these mountains ahead of us. Speaking of mountains, man, I love the mountains in Puerto Rico. It's so much fun for hiking.
Speed for 212 is taking off runway 10, departing straight out. Luis Munoz Unicum, Caribbean 899 is clear of all runways. Luis Munoz Unicum, American 344 is on final, runway 8.
Alright, checking spacing again. It looks like November 1 Tango Papa is extending his downwind. I'm going to slow our descents about 500 feet per minute. We don't need to be at 3,200 until we get here. And I'm going to slow down again. Just going to try to fit what's behind him. My goal. I think we'll be fine if I speed up again.
Luis Munoz Unicom, November 5,
what's his speed? He's at 1.7. Wow, he's slow. He's real slow. Alright, we're going back down. And at 2, we're trying to sequence ourselves behind. Hopefully, Thomas will be okay with getting behind us. Alright, we are on right base.
Departing straight out.
Luis Munoz Unicum, Blue 116 is on right base, runway 8.
Luis Munoz Unicum. Delta 001 is 6 nautical miles to the west at 1,000.
Already making our turn. Why so soon?
We'll make straight in for runway 8.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to heading mode because I don't wanna.
124, taxiing to runway 10.
I should have went downwind more.
Category 124 is taking off runway 10.
His speed is 205. Alright, we're slower.
Luis Munoz Unicom, November 1 Tango Tango Papa is on right base, runway 8.
Final approaching the 079.
Charlie is clear of all runways.
Overshooting the approach a little bit.
United 91 Heavy is taking off runway 10, remaining in the pattern.
Luis Munoz Unicom, November 55 Delta, going around.
Luis Munoz Unicom, Coté 007 is taking off runway 8, departing west.
Alright, let's get ready to land, guys.
Qatari 78, taxiing to runway 8.
Luis Munoz Unicum, Avianca 258 is clear of all runways.
Luis Munoz Unicum.
And we overshot that
United
big time.
Heavy is taking off runway 10, departing north.
Luis Munoz Unicum,
We're 12 miles away.
is taking off runway 10, departing north.
Luis Munoz Unicom.
And there's Wheezing, where we need to be at 3,200. Wheezy and Del. I don't think. I wonder if that's named after him. Does this have approach? This does not have approach mode. That's okay.
Luis Munoz Unicom, Moku 726 is 13 nautical miles to the west at 3,400 feet. Inbound for landing. We'll make left traffic for runway 10.
Luis Munoz Unicum. Delta 001.
I think we're gonna have to start flying this by hand pretty soon.
Air Force 110 is on final, runway 8. Luis Munoz Unicom.
Our separation between us and High Blue is 2 miles. He's at 170 something miles an hour.
Runway 8.
Alright, let's take this thing, take control of this thing.
17 nautical miles to the west of 2,300 feet, inbound for landing.
Alright, we're on final, so we can report position.
Runway 10.
Luis Luis Munoz Unicorn, commercial 63 is clear at all runways.
Luis Munoz Unicorn, Blue 116 is on final, runway 8. Luis Munoz Unicom.
So right now I'm just trying to maintain slow as practical because we have
Luis Munoz Unicorn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planes on final for runway 08.
Luis Munoz Unicom, jet speed 100.
So if anything were to happen with any of those guys, I would back us up. So I'm trying to give as much space as possible.
Bravo Lima uniform is on final. Runway 8.
Luis Munoz Unicom.
We're 8 miles away.
Victor 0202 Bravo is on final. Runway
8. Silica, we didn't have to hold for anything. The ATC, unsurprisingly, logged off right before we were actually right when we contacted Tower Aviation jetted. So successful RIP controller.
Luis Munoz Unicorn. Victor Golf Victor Alpha 53 is on final. Runway 8.
I'm turning this HUD off. It's just kind of distracting for me. I'm going to use the things on the screen. We're a little low right now at the moment. Glide slope is above us.
Moku 726 is on final. Runway 10.
Luis Munoz
Airport is in sight. I have 2 planes ahead of me. 2 miles is the distance between us and the next citation.
Inbound for landing. Will make straight in for runway 8. Luis Munoz Unicorn. Redwood 897 is taking off runway 10.
And you see those 2 planes at Dash 8 and PIMS? Those guys are trying to land on the crossing runway. Good luck with that. Hopefully it doesn't kill anybody. Those 2 guys are getting dangerously close. Look at that.
Luis Munoz Unicom, Air Force 110 is
again why I don't recommend anybody landing on runway 10. I'll go gear down. Fullest armed. Still flying by hand. Stereo cockpit, so I'm not looking at the chat. I am on my own from here. He's still 2 miles ahead. We are 3 miles from runway
1000.
And I honestly don't know what the speed is for this. Add some more trim though. Hopefully the spacing behind me is under control. I have 11 knot wind. Flight cross. See if we can do 130. We're at 15 flaps 15. And let's see how full flaps goes. Alright, we're on short final, runway 08. Alright, nobody's crossing us. We're good there. Did we just disconnect? A big red thing on there. Yeah, we did. Having connection issues on final.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Yeah, buddy. Oh no. To the left, to the left. My problem is always after touchdown, keeping it on the center line. I think the initial touch was okay though. Alright. We'll take this first exit here. And I think right before, oh yeah, of course. I think right before touchdown, we lost connection. That's why we didn't see the airplanes. Alright, and we'll stop right here behind Mr. TT1. Welcome to San Juan. Landing lights off, strobe lights off. What's up with you, man? Live server, I keep getting disconnected. What's your problem? Problem, man? Can I turn my Wi-Fi off or something? You can do it. There we go. I don't know if that's what the issue is. Sometimes it fixes it for me. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. Spoilers up. Flaps up. Or spoilers down, flaps up. Honestly, I think that was a problem. My Wi-Fi couldn't handle it. Alright, let's move. We're gonna be in the way. Clear of all runways. He taxiing ahead of us? I think he's moving. Alright, where are we parking? Where is the FBO? The corporate FBO here in San Juan. We'll just follow our buddy up here. Pacific Aviation. You got here quick. Well, actually, you were behind us and we all kind of scattered when we got into the airspace, so you probably caught up during the confusion. Yeah, looks like a good spot of any to park. The military plane over there. I'm still not hearing like radio calls. Like, is that still happening? Wait, this is a parking spot, isn't it? I don't know where to park, so I'm just gonna hold on. Is this a taxiway? I am very confused. We're gonna go to the left. We're gonna park over to the left over there. Yeah, he did the right thing. That's where we need to go. So I'm gonna go through the gap and then turn around, and I'll park next to American 48. But pretty good flight, and we made great time. Actually, we landed earlier than I thought. We didn't really have to worry too much about vectors because ATC left. But I guess that turned out to be a good thing. Alright, what's my chance of getting a straight parking? I can't really see anything. None. I assume these are like some hangars or something in this little gray area. There we go. And engine's off. Beacon light off, seatbelt signs off. Once again, welcome to Puerto Rico in San Juan. Sorry, San Juan in Puerto Rico. I was about to hit the button, the door open button. I forgot there is none in this plane. Alright, good. Todo bien. Thank you guys for flying with us as usual. I am. I have to see the replay, but landing didn't seem too bad. Norwegian pilot, what's up, man? That's such a tiny slot. You can tell that GA planes actually do land or park over here. I'll wait for some of you other guys who flew with us to park. United CRJ right there. Yeah, man, I think the thing I'm kind of worried about too is that because my connection went out during the landing and all the planes disappeared, I won't be able to see those planes when I won't be able to see them when we watch the replay, which sucks because I like being able to take screenshots of you guys in the background of my landings and stuff like that. But sadly, I don't think that's gonna be possible because the connection went out. But that's all good. And that's loud. No problem, Pacific Aviation, man. I appreciate you, bro. It is all good. Alright, who do we have left? Is everybody here, or should we go ahead and proceed to watch the replay? It's crazy how less busy it gets quickly when ATC goes away. Oh, look at that. They're back. That's funny. Is it the same guy? No, it's somebody else. Alright, so ground and tower is back on, guys. In San Juan. They were just waiting for me to get out of the way. They don't like me. They don't like me. Okay, thankfully the power is off. I just went power straight on all the way up. I think we waited long enough. Let's go watch the replay. Let's get out of here. Log the flight. Let's log the flight and get out. Oh wow, look at that. Lots of airports are on now. MKJS as well. I got Jamaica. I don't recognize any of the other ones. Alright, alright. Replay. Thomas, yeah man, I would love to do a formation flight. I can't do it right now. I need to leave in a bit. But I will be back home later, but I don't know. Actually, I got a lot of work to do, so I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But it depends. Just Thomas, I'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure. Just like I did this morning, I'll post it on Infinite Flight. I might even tag you, and I'll let you know when I'm available to fly again. Same for us, you guys. Just don't tag me looking for a flight, but I'll tag you. But what did you have in mind though for a formation flight? Maybe somebody else in chat will do a formation flight with you if you want to do it sooner. I'm sure that some of you other guys are free. Alright, first things first. Actually, let's don't care too much about the takeoff, but we can watch it if we want. Really quick, let's get rid of these tags. Man, Leon Kiwi loves those long flights, bro. Every time you say you're flying somewhere, you be flying somewhere far. So remember in the beginning of this flight, I forgot the gear again. So we're going to be watching me fly for a while with the gear up. Oh my gosh. I don't know how long I went. How long did I go with the gear up or gear down before I realized it was up? I mean down. I think I put the flaps up before. Yeah, I put the flaps up before I put the gear. We were at like 2,000 feet already. Gear is still down. Still down. Bro, put your wheels away. I think here it comes. Let's see. Nope. I don't know how high I am at this point, but yeah. So what's up, Sauce King? There it is. We finally put the gear up. Finally. Actually, I want a screenshot of that. That's a pretty cool shot. Let's go back to when my gear goes up. right there. Hit with the free camera. Let's do some work. That engine is massive on this plane. It really is. Look how big the engine. The engine is like half the body, the length of the body of the plane. Yeah, I don't like it as much as I thought of it. Damn. Alright, we'll go to the landing now. Here it is. Wow, that looks cool. Got a 737 landing behind us. Thomas, again, I'll just have to let you know, man, because I don't... Whoa. Oh, you know what? Connection. I was having connection issues, so I wasn't recording right. So I have to let you know, for because again, I have plans for tonight, so I don't know what my availability is going to be. Where do you live, Thomas? Like, what part of the world are you in? Are you in, like, Europe, US? That's not correct. Looks like I died. Yeah, I think my replay is corrupted, guys. Oh my god. It's so trippy. Let's go with the music. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Is that what my whole replay looks like? Let's see. Alright, minus 15 seconds. Minus 15 seconds. Alright, let's try it again. We might, let's see, we might not get to see the replay of the landing. Boom, dead. Just so you guys know, if you're just joining, we did not crash. This is not correct. This music is perfect. Oh my god. Okay, I want to. All right, well, it's official. The replay of our landing is corrupted because I guess you have to have connection, which makes sense. All right, again, let's watch it again. Just hoping that maybe one of the views will let us see it, but I don't think we're going to see it. But we're just going to assume that we had a minus 10 VS landing. That's what I'm going to go for. You were actually dancing to music. I know, like, I was watching. I was like, I got to turn this up. See, who was that was leaving? Infinite Time Lapse. Thank you, man, again for flying with us, bro. I'll see you next time. We're almost done, guys. We're about to get out of here. It's a good view, though. Look at that. And dead. Why don't I use infinite passengers? Because it has not worked for me in a very long time. and I am not going to pay for something that doesn't work for me. Let's try the camera view we actually landed in, which was the interior. This was my last try of watching the replay. It just may not work out here. Theophilus, what's up, man? Good to see you. At least in this view, it doesn't show us going into the earth. It shows us slowly skidding on the earth until we finally dig our way underneath the surface, and then after that, we're a groundhog. Oh wait, no, we're still above. Yeah, alright, well guys, there's no replay today. That's okay. That replay file is getting deleted. Well, it was fun. It was fun, it was fun, it was fun. We had a very nice flight from my... it disconnected again right here. See what's going on. Alright, that's enough. We're just gonna go mid-flight. Alright, cool. Whoa, that's loud. Good thing you guys can hear that. We're gonna cut the music off, but no, I like it. Super dope. Alright, well guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that flight from the Keys, Florida Keys, to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We made a really good time. And I think we kicked our ATC out of there or something. I don't know what happened. But thank you guys for watching as usual. You're amazing. Thanks for the flight. Friday night flight. I will, as always, I'm going to say this now. I always plan to do Friday night flight each week, but sometimes I just can't. So it is what it is. So a lot of times you guys are asking, am I going to do Friday night flight? Well, yes, I want to, but I can't always do it. So some weeks I may not be able to participate, but I will be there when I can. And I definitely enjoy our group flights together. But look forward to more, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all if you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. See you guys next time, next video. Peace. We'll jam out to this music.